Good morning, Burns Latino Studies Academy. Today's date is February 25th, 2019. Thanks for joining us on Burns Live.
We show up here every school day morning at 8:35 except Tuesdays. I'm Alec.
And I'm Linda, along with Sade with the weather.
Together we are your Burns Live morning team. We have 70 days until summer vacation and 64 days until the Boston trip.
Today's lunch menu is whole grain Italian cheese stuffed pocket with Mariana sauce, Tex-Mex bean salad with fresh cilantro and cumin, tomato soup, fruit choice, and milk choice. Did you know that heart-healthy olive oil is used to prepare our fresh veggies? That's a good thing.
It seems like forever since we were last on the air.
Yes, it's like over a week.
That's right, Linda. Our last show was Friday, the 15th of February.
And then last week we had 2 days off. Dr. M was sick on Wednesday, and then a delayed start on Thursday.
Why didn't we have the show on Friday? We had a regular day, and Dr. M was here.
You forgot, didn't you? Friday was the 4th grade assessment in the library. They started at 8:30, so we couldn't do the show since we shared the space.
So does that mean we won't be on the air this Friday since the 8th grade assessing?
Nope, we start later on Friday with the assessment, so we can go on.
Speaking of 4th grade, Dr. M, Mr. Santi, and Mrs. Sullivan wanted to give a big shout out to the 4th grade for the awesome job they did during this assessment.
The ladies from NAPE were really impressed by all the effort and concentration you all put toward the assessments.
Before we go much further today, we wanted to thank the students from Miss Sullivan's class for helping us with the pledge during the past few weeks. Stay tuned at the end of the show to see who is here today.
Today's word of the day is up soon. Let's see if Alec can pronounce this one. If you are overheard using the word correctly by a teacher, it can mean some additional JoJo points for you.
Today's word of the day is epidermis. The word epidermis is a noun and means the surface epithelum of the skin overlying the dermis. Used in a sentence, when Yondell goes outside in the summer, he uses sunscreen to protect his epidermis. Synonyms: stratum, cumis, tegument, and really, I'm not making this stuff up.
Now on today's school announcements.
We wanted to thank everyone who came out to the dance on Friday, the 15th of February. It was a huge success.
Based on your help, we are working hard toward the fundraising goal for the end of the year trips.
To help her if you can.
It looks like the flu is making its yearly appearance at Burns.
That's right. If you are feeling sick, make sure to stay home until you do not have a fever.
To keep everyone healthy during the flu season, be sure to wash your hands often.
And cover your mouth when you sneeze or cough.
Also, make sure that you use hand sanitizer often if you are sick or do not want to get sick.
I just remembered that our grade is taking the NAPE assessment this Friday.
Oh yeah, you're correct. They missed us 2 weeks ago because of the snow days. I'm already ready.
You are already ready? Girl, what does that even mean?
I have been paying attention in this class more than usual, so I can do really well in the assessment. You should try that.
I'm just going to ignore that. Make sure that you eat a good breakfast and get some quality sleep the night before.
Those are good tips for any time you take a test.
I think we need to move on to our Black History Month segment. Mr. Brown, Dr. Minichino looks like he is getting impatient.
You just want him to start because you didn't think up anything to talk about to yourself today.
That's not true. I am a compendium of black knowledge.
Okay, Mr. Compendium, let's hear it.
Did you know that last Wednesday was the anniversary of the death of Frederick Douglass? He died on February 20th in 1895. Mr. Douglass was the leading black spokesman for 50 years. He was a major abolitionist, lecturer, and editor who helped promote the black cause.
Cool. Did you know that the day before that, February 19, 1919, The Pan-African Congress was organized by W.E.B. Du Bois another early giant in the struggle for the black rights in America. They met at the Grand Hotel in Paris. There were 57 delegates, 16 from the United States, 14 from Africa, as well as from other 16 countries and colonies.
Beat that, Dr. M. Huh.
Yeah, I'm feeling kind of smart right now. Can you beat that, Dr. M?
Finally, I have you on my side.
I'm not taking sides. I'm on my side. Come in, Miss Dr. Minichino, and school this ish.
As you guys can see, it's Dr. M, not Mr. Brown, but Mr. Brown asked me to fill in for him today. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how black people are absent from history books. We owe the celebration of Black History Month, and more importantly, the study of black history, to Dr. Carter G. Woodson. Mr. Brown talked about him a couple of weeks ago. Carter G. Woodson was born to parents who were former slaves. He spent his childhood working in the Kentucky coal mines and enrolled in high school at the age of 20. He graduated within 2 years and later went on to earn a PhD from Harvard. The scholar was disturbed to find in his studies that history books largely ignored the black American population, and when black people did figure into the picture, it was generally in ways that reflected the inferior social position they were assigned at the time. Woodson, always one to act on his ambitions, decided to take on the challenge of writing black Americans into the nation's history. He established the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History, now called the Association for the Study of Afro-American Life and History, in 1915, and a year later founded the widely respected Journal of Negro History. In 1926, he launched Negro History Week as an initiative to bring national attention to the contributions of black people throughout American history. It's really important that people exist in history books, and it's really important that those history books are in schools so each generation can learn about the contributions of the people who came before them. That's it for today's Black History Moment. I know I did much better than Alec, so why don't you guys come on back in and finish up?
I love how Dr. M always makes you look like you are picking up his scraps.
Speaking of Black History Month, since we lost a few days to bad weather and days out of school, Dr. M and Mr. Brown decided to extend the door classes for another week.
Excellent. That will give us more time to crush those other classes.
Linda, it's not about crushing the other students. It's about learning more black history.
Boy, you're just trying to take my fun away. So the door contest for Black History Month now ends next Friday?
Yes, judging will now be held on Thursday and Friday of next week.
Any birthdays?
No, we do not have any birthdays. I know that your students were born teachers, so collect their birthdays and send them to Dr. M forthwith.
I'm so pumped after watching Dr. Minichino school you. Let's get Sade in here before you think of something to say back to Mr. Minichino, to Dr. Minichino.
Oh no, Linda, don't drag me into this. I'm the weather person, not the communicator. That's what I like about the weather. You really get involved with contraction. I'm Sade, and here's the weather from Burns Latino Studies Academy. If you like cold, dreary, or drizzly weather, then yesterday it was a good day for you. For me and for everyone else, it was a hit. Today will be much better as we will see temperatures drop throughout the day. Passing clouds and snow showers and winds will be rolling through Hartford, especially later tonight. The only benefit to yesterday and today of the temperatures is slightly above normal. The temperatures on the roof this morning is seasonable for 36.5 degrees, and the feels-like temperature is a little colder at 30.1 degrees. The winds at the rooftop level are strong and will increase in strength throughout the day, as they are trending from west-northwest at 8.5 miles per hour, with gusts to 10.3 miles per hour. Dew point is low to 20 degrees, indicating that it's really dry atmosphere, and low reading is being held along by all of these high winds. The humidity has settled to 50% and should continue to fall later today as the high pressure moves into the area. The barometer is rated today from yesterday to low at 28.86 inches at 9 p.m. last night, and the sights to 29.11 inches this morning. Today's rainy weather is gone for now, but it will probably return on Wednesday evening as snow. We could get as much as 5 inches overnight, so Thursday might be a delayed start. But don't get your hopes up yet. Tonight's low will fall all the way down to 20 degrees before rebounding up on Tuesday to the highs on 28 degrees. Today will be partly cloudy with really windy and steady winds expected to reach into 30 miles per hour with gusts over to 45 miles per hour. Are not out of the picture. We could also see passing snow shower or two working down from the Great Lakes. The next 5 days look pretty good. Temperatures run highs around the low 30s and the teens and low 20s. Recently looks like a big go today with partly cloudy skies and cold temperatures. Only around 35 degrees outside. It will be really windy, so make sure that the smaller kids don't get blown away. Stay warm if you go out. Service this morning was at 6:32 a.m. Sunset this evening will be at 5:36 p.m. Today's weather word is wind. The movement of air relatives to the surface of the earth is considered to be several of 58 miles per hour or greater. Of hurricane winds are 74 miles per hour or greater, or high tornado winds are about 318 miles per hour. Do you know Burns have their own weather station right up on the roof? Our station can be used for daily temperatures and wind charts for your classroom teachers. Email Dr. F for the link. Science isn't amazing. That's all for today. Back to you guys.
Wrapping up today's broadcast, we would like everyone to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
This morning we have Christy and Natalia from Mr. Santi's class joining us for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Respect yourself, respect others, and respect their environment.
Make the day a great one, and not the choice is up to you.
Tune into our next broadcast on Tuesday at 8:30, on Wednesday at 8:35 a.m.
Burns Live is out.